Greetings everyone and welcome to American Truck Simulator. We're pretty much back actually, and this time as promised I was going to do Zeemods' very own Western Star 4900, which was made available just before Christmas for those who pre-ordered. So yeah, it's actually quite a nice truck, though it does have its downsides and all that, but I'm not going to get into those. So we've got some pellet animal food here to deliver. To go to Oxnard from here in Las Vegas. Oh, help if I put my truck into drive. Oh, that was close. Actually, one of the biggest downsides is the mirrors, actually, because you can't really see much out of these mirrors. It is currently at the moment only in beta. So, like, there is expected stuff. As I said, there's a few downsides, but I'm not going to list them. So, hope everyone's been well. It's been quite a while actually. I had a lot went on with my previous computer. Basically, as soon as this came out on beta, I was going to going to attempt to try to record, but as soon as this came out on beta, my old computer decided to say, "No, I'm not letting you," and decided to stop working properly. So had to pretty much try to get a new computer to get back to recording and all that for YouTube. Ended up having to get a lot of money for this PC. Went through Allied Gaming. The computer's actually way more than I expected, so that's a plus side. So the load that we got is a pellet animal food, I think it was, or some pet food or something. And as I said, we're going to Oxnard for that, so not really that long of a drive. Sadly, going into unrevamped areas of the ATS, so place where the map looks ugly. The engine I'm using is the Cummins 600 Signature Series, also by Zeemods. I'll leave the links for both the truck and I'll just leave the link to Zeemods actually in the description, but I don't know whether you still get the truck from purchasing it for like a pre-order, or if it's just those who already pre-ordered it. So I'm not that area. if anything, it's probably best to contact one of the members of Zeemods to ask about that. So, as mentioning earlier about the computer, so I still got my old computer though, still works fine to some extent, but sadly on lower settings with no mods or anything, and I mean the complete lowest settings, and even with traffic disabled, I was getting around only 15 frame rates. So that's where it's like new computer time. And the new computer I got, it's a desktop this time, so it's not a laptop. And it pretty much, as I said, runs really well. Need to try and knock speed through here. And I've got like all the settings on ATS here right up on max, so sadly the video is still going to be recording. The video is still going to be recording at 1080 pixels, so and I do have actually a track IR, but haven't used it because I noticed that I've actually started getting a bit of dizziness actually looking around on the screen using it with a free head roaming, sorry. Mrs. just gone to use the restroom. Very easy to get through California, and I think I got the cruise set to 55. If I just keep the engine brake on and the cruise control set. I'm surprised there hasn't been a police around to give me a ticket. So, I've been disappointed also with SES software this year, or actually for the Christmas stream, because I haven't really seen much details about the next phase of the California rework. Although, glad that we got Texas now, so I'll be getting more into Texas later. But I've already explored most of Texas anyway. Bit confusing actually driving through Texas because you got all these interchanges that honestly in the real world doesn't make sense. But then you see, you do see things like you don't even have to be in, don't have to really see these things like in reality to know these things, like traveling down the I-10 in El Paso, you actually do recognise the Mexican border and all that kind of stuff that runs along the I-10. That's like there's like so much there that you do recognise, but then like most of the interchanges and all that kind of stuff, it does get a bit confusing at times too. Game I'm not looking forward to when that releases though is Truck World Australia. And it's not because it looks bad or anything, but if you're going to build a game based in Australia, like a truck driving game based in Australia, at least use the trucks that are in Australia, that were made for Australia, not trucks that were just like... And I've noticed that with Truck World Australia is that they're using trucks that, yeah, they did sell here in Australia, but they weren't sold the way they were here in Australia. They had to be customised to be sold here in Australia due to our laws and our regulations and all that kind of stuff. So, not really excited about that. That's the only thing I'm not excited about. But in terms of gameplay, in terms of looking at graphics, all that kind of stuff, it's going to be pretty interesting actually. Some of the things I actually wish that SES would actually do too, but they have done. But it's going to be pretty good, so... But like I said, my only downside is the trucks. Plus I was watching another YouTuber do the driving school of it. I haven't done it yet, but... And some of the trailers that were being used were like the flatbed that's more for like oversized loads and that, so they haven't got a good idea on the trailers yet. Gosh, I haven't even been down to this part of California in a very long time. I think the last time I did came to this part of California was with when I did a video back on the old channel. The channel's deleted by the way now, but I did a video using Harvin's Mac-R with a trailer from Harvin as well, and I think it was like a rusty Mac-R skin, and I called it California. I named the video California Rust Bucket because the skin of the trailer was all rusted and that. Then the truck looked all rusted and that, and I was travelling from Los Angeles to Arizona, so that's where the name California Rust Bucket came from. I would have redo that sort of video, but I don't know whether the trailer still works or not. I've got to have a look. So there's actually, I do love, like, some of the big things I actually do love about this truck. It's pretty much unique actually, I'll put it into simpler terms, but I love it how you got a lot of the animations for the buttons. So for the lights, pretty much buttons there, the engine brake, the wipers, so even the Windows buttons have animation. So yeah, there's like a lot of things in this truck is animated. The gorges are always animated too, but that's in every truck. Pretty sure nobody wants to be driving a truck doing about 80 miles down one of the Nevada interstates with a speedometer saying 0 miles. Downsides to the truck, as I said, one thing is, the main thing for me is that mirror. It's kind of like you don't really have much view out of the side mirrors there, and with no hood mirrors as well, it's like, it gets pretty annoying. Los Angeles, Phoenix, 1 mile. I know where I'm heading to. Yeah, nothing like paying for a truck, a beautiful truck, just to drive through outdated and ugly parts of a map. Sounds like another day in California. I love the, I think it's a swan, the hood ornament. No, I haven't really decorated this truck much though, but as I said, it all looks very beautiful, so I didn't even know that was there, the clock. Oh, that was a bit rough around the edges. Not exactly what I was hoping to start doing, but still a bit rough around the edges. Just don't tell any of the staff that I started trying to crash their truck. Just don't tell anyone from Zeemods I tried to start crashing their trucks around Los Angeles. So the other good thing about this computer also, compared to my laptop, is I've got more space for more games, so I can do a lot more. Basically not have to worry about trying to figure out where am I going to be able to store anything. Actually, I should stay in this lane. play a lot more games and all that kind of stuff without having to worry about the space of the games. And games these days are becoming quite large. Like, just take Red Dead Redemption 2 for example, where on a computer, that's 120 gigs. And we know, like, Grand Theft Auto 6 is in the works. Which will be very interesting actually, because there's also some things about Grand Theft Auto 6 that I've heard rumours about that kind of intrigues me, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm just going to turn that engine brake off and try to get in behind this copper. This highway patrol, tailgate it. So much traffic here, turning left. It's like no one wants to be on the 101. Almost about to ram the van up the backside. Now, where am I delivering this? Oh, nightmare parking. This is what I mean by that. Oh, what have I hit? Oh. Too busy trying to focus on that trailer. I'm not that good with reverse parking, sadly. Ooh. It's not an easy yard as well, so... Is this it? Yep. Anyway, that is all for me for now. Hope you have enjoyed. Smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll leave all the links in the description. Till next time, stay tuned.